Hello guys, when we left off, I won the race, and basically, I was just going to continue on with my segment. This segment is going to deal a lot with customization, but first, we leveled up our driver. Yay! So, this is basically going to show you what happens when you level up your driver. First of all, you're going to get an achievement for, you missed it because it was between the breaks. You get an achievement for leveling up, which is awesome. Then they're going to give you guys a choice of options of cars to get. And each time you level up...
Well done. You've reached a new driver level. This earns you a choice of gift cards. Keep racing to continue your progress and earn additional vehicles.
So, you guys can choose from cars. I'm going to go ahead and stick with I'm going to get the Ford Fiesta because I've already worked on my Ford Affinity level, so I'll keep working on that, and keep in mind parts will be cheaper for me now that I've been using a Ford. It's kind of a loyalty reward. So, we're going to go ahead and just go with, ooh, black. Looks kind of neat. What's blue? We'll go with black. So we're going to go ahead and get a black. So that's my car now. One thing in Forza, though, he's probably going to talk. Yeah, he's going to talk here.
Your next race is at the infamously tight and technical Tsukuba circuit in Shimotsuma, Japan.
So, in this video, we're going to go ahead and talk about customization of cars. The one thing, if you're using the racing wheel, you're going to have a lot of issues with, is it doesn't have bumpers on it, or analog sticks, which is a huge deal. So I'm going to go ahead and use the awesome power of switching controllers to literally switch controllers. I have an Xbox controller here with me, and we're going to go with customization. So that was a quick little, it takes 10 seconds, not even that, 5 seconds to change. So I'm actually going to go ahead and switch to my Ford Fiesta, which, to access your cars, you basically go to cars. This is where you can buy cars. You can take photos of your cars, change your home space, as well as check out what you got. So I'm going to go ahead and get in this car, and then I'm going to go ahead and upgrade it, which I'm going to go into small detail with upgrading, but I'm mostly going to try to go with paint. So with the upgrade shop, you have tons of options. First of all, there's quick upgrade, and literally you pick what you would want the car to be, like a class of what you'd want the car to perform in, and it will do its best to give you the upgrades to upgrade it to that level. Keep in mind, sometimes it's just a little bit cheaper just to buy a little bit better of a car or wait than try and upgrade it up unless you have a high affinity level. So we're not going to mess with that. I think it's just a little bit easier just to literally upgrade your stuff. And the one thing with Forza, you get tons of options for upgrading. I like to focus on performance and handling first, and then work on speed later, depending on the car. So you have tons of options to choose from in every category. First of all, you can change the brakes. And if you look, there's a little toggle menu on the right. It shows you everything that affects. Better brakes, you slow a bit down quicker, it's kind of obvious, but the thing that I like to focus on is this, or it's actually gone now. This, I think they have a basic stat menu, your speed handling, and when you change stuff, lights up in green on which it's going to affect. Clearly there's not a huge number effect by lowering my car, but at the same time, it does. It's a nice little, it's just nice. I like lowering my cars. It's a little cheap thing I can do to get a little bit better handling. One thing you're going to notice is above your stats, there's the little E, whatever number, that goes from F to A, and then there's an S, and then there's also followed by an R3. I believe there's an R2 as well as an R1. And essentially what that is the class that you're racing in. If you notice, my Ford Ka was an F class, and this is now an E class, and they progress up. Reverse the letters of the alphabet. And then, so, when you upgrade a car, see, I can't upgrade this car past 275 before it goes into the next class. And that's just by lowering it. And so, I'm not going to mess with it, but as you can see, there's tons of options you can do. One thing that's nice is if you pick, a little car, you can literally swap out the engine with something that's better, which significantly changes the car. You can do a drivetrain swap and actually switch it. This is a front-wheel drive car with the engine in the front. You can switch it to a rear-wheel drive or an all-wheel drive for a little bit of cash. There's also other conversions and stuff like that. There are also tires and rims, which you can change the tire compounds as well as the tire widths. And if you purchase a new rim, you can also change the front rim size or the rear rim size. So you can also mess with the drivetrain. There's tons of things you can do, which is cool about this game. Next, there's tune setup, which is a huge thing. You can adjust anything from pressures in your tires to gearing, alignment of the car, everything you can mess with. And there are tons of things. Tons and tons and tons and tons of things. And this is for those who are really into the game and want to just have better track performance. You go to tune setup. One thing about this game with the online capabilities, you can actually buy tune setups off of online as well as have multiple tune setups in which you could load in specific tracks. Let's say a track is mostly handling and there's not a lot of straightaways. You can make your car a little bit slower or actually make it accelerate a little bit faster with a little bit lower top speed, which is, or a little bit focus on handling and stuff like that. And then when you get on a big oval track, a higher top speed and a little bit slower, you can mess with anything. You can mess with the gears. It's all available, which is really cool. And you can save these and use them later. So now we're actually going to move on to the paint, which I think is a fun thing to do. Everyone wants to make their dream car. Well, if you pick out the model, you can paint it, basic however you want. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little test. Keep in mind the car was originally black. We're going to paint it red. You can actually paint the hood, which I'm going to paint black. I don't know, it's not looking good on this, but I could care less. It looks good on a Ferrari. So we're going to go ahead and you can make the mirrors the color you want. If you have a wing on there, which I believe this does, yes it does. Some cars do not have a wing. You can paint it however you want. You can also paint the rims if you purchase rims that are not factory, which is kind of a big deal because I wish you could paint the factory rims, but nope, can't do that. So you can go buy rims in the upgrade shop and paint them yourself. So you can do whatever you want to the car. I'm not going to actually leave anything. I'm not going to save this work. I don't want it. I like the car black for now. So one thing that's cool is with decals, you can each side of the car consists of several layers. It's kind of like Photoshop for those who have used it. You have multiple layers, but it kind of spans. You can put 1,000 layers, or I think it's 1,000 objects. Yeah, so which would be considered a layer on each side of the car. Goes from front bumper, left side, top hood, right side, rear bumper. You don't need half of that. You don't even need 1/10 of that. So we're going to go ahead and add a number on the side of the car. We're going to put a really ugly white number 8 on there. And so there's tons of things. I'm going to grab this number 8, throw it on there, and it's not good, but you can actually move it. And then if you click the bumper over, you can change the size of it, which is lovely. Make it big, small, however you want. So you can spin it, all that sweet jazz. So I'm actually going to leave it as it is. You can make it transparent. There's so many different little things you can do. It's crazy. And that's what is so good about this game is you can make whatever you want to make. And then not only that, then you can actually, put that up online. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this decal and I'm going to go and copy it and flip over to my right side. You can actually just paste it on there, which is really cool. Change the position, move it down and over a little bit. That looks lovely. Boom, guys. The car has 2 number 8s on the sides. It's awesome. But one thing that's cool is if you don't like what you got, you can always back out and hit no, and it's all gone. Yay! You can tint the windows. You know, some people like that. Do what you got to do. Do what you want to do to make it cool. And you can save your designs and stuff, which is really neat. This is what you save your final groups, anything. You can erase paint decals. There's so much you can do in this game. And for the last part, we're going to go ahead and customize our player card real quick. And essentially what that is it's similar to Call of Duty. It's nearly the same thing. You have an icon, you know, pick. You unlock them all the time. The more you play, the more you unlock. Level 1, we'll put a little flag there. There's tons of them. Here's my card. Achievement for doing that. There's also tons of titles, which you will unlock these over time, as well as specific things. There are also titles, which are cool, for... There's so much that you can make them. Your country's flag. Your affinity levels also have them, so I'm going to put a Ford there, because I'm driving Fords. And then it will also give you the current car you have equipped. It will give you the stats as far as mileage for it, and it's really cool, as well as the affinity level for that. So, and besides that, I think that's about it, guys, for customization. I mean, there's tons of more stuff. Explore it yourself. I don't have time to go ahead and show you everything that's in this game, and that's what's so beautiful about this game. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and go ahead and click the annotation in the top right to go to the next video, and always remember to subscribe, guys. Thank you. Bye.